Hey y'all, it's Alyssa Luisa. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. This video is going to be on 5 tips and tricks to pass your NCLEX in just 75 questions. Stars shining bright above me. Alright, tip number 1. The night before your NCLEX, make sure you, number 1, get a good night's sleep and eat a good breakfast the morning before. Do whatever you can that morning to feel as normal as possible so you don't feel anxious. If you tend to sleep in, don't schedule your NCLEX at 8 o'clock in the morning. You're setting yourself up for failure. You're not used to getting up in the morning early, and you're going to be extra tired and extra frazzled because you're not used to being up early. You're probably going to be rushing. Just schedule it at 1 p.m. If you're used to waking up early, go ahead and schedule it at 8 a.m. if waiting till 1 p.m. is going to give you more anxiety and it's easier for you to take it in the morning. You know yourself best. Do what's best for you, and whatever you do the night before, the morning before, you just need to relax, stay calm, and just do whatever you need to do to just feel as normal and calm as possible. No studying should be done the night before. Cramming is useless. You know what you know. Just relax. Tip number 2, use mnemonics and little tricks to help you remember key topics instead of remembering every little detail or trying to attempt to remember every single detail, because you won't. Coming from me, I tend to be an A student, and even I don't remember everything, and it's impossible for you to remember everything that NCLEX could possibly test you on, because NCLEX cannot test you on everything. Focus on the key topics, find key ways to remember them so that when you see a question, you're going to remember, oh, this, that. For example, DI, you're feeling really dry because your sodium level is very high and you're very, very dehydrated. And that leads me into tip number 3. Focus on foundations. And when I say foundations, like, the NCLEX is a safety test. They want to know that you're a safe nurse. So focus on the foundations, because if you know your foundations, you'll be able to figure out the rest. So focus on foundations and key points, because the NCLEX cannot and will not test you on everything. Know what is the baseline, what is critical, what can kill you. That is what you need to know. Tip number 4, do not look too deep into the question. Look at exactly what it is asking you, nothing more, nothing less. Nursing students too often, especially on NCLEX, even A students, will look at a question and overthink it to the point where they've totally confused themselves, they've lost themselves, and now they just cannot answer the question because too many variables are in their head and they've figured out a way for A, B, C, D, and E to all be correct. And you just need to be calm, focus on the question, take away that extraneous, unnecessary information, and focus on what it is asking you so that you are able to answer the question accurately. And last but not least, tip number 5. If you really do not know the answer, which this totally happened to NCLEX with me. Like, I had a question about a medication, and when I tell you, I feel like I've never heard of that medication, I've never seen that medication, I don't know that medication. You know what I did? I used my best critical thinking skills to make an educated guess. I guessed whatever I guessed, and I skipped it, because it is not worth time spending extra minutes on a question that you know that you're not going to know the answer. Alright, and that wraps up my 5 NCLEX tips and tricks to pass your NCLEX in 75 questions. If you have any other tips and tricks, be sure to comment them down below and let me know what worked for you to pass your NCLEX in 75 questions. If you have any other questions or video ideas, please do leave them down below. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on the bell to turn on post notifications, and have a great day. Stars shining bright.